Starting off fresh with KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. We started off first talking with G. We started off first talking with G. Then we went and added Corey. Added Prince, that's the KPG. We started off fresh with KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. And we just talking with KPG.
What up? Welcome to Victory Sunday. Y'all are on with Talk KPG. I'm your boy G. As y'all can see, I'm by myself right now. We will be without my boy ATL's finest, Corey Davis, tonight. But we will be with Prince, man. He's running a little bit behind. But thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for joining the KPG family. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you, man. I hope y'all had a great football Sunday, a great weekend. We got a lot of things to talk about. Welcome to the show, Mike Franklin, my dog. As Mike Franklin says, Miami should fire their GM. He let Van Noy go just after signing a 3-year, $30 million guaranteed contract. And their defense is not what it was last year. You're absolutely right, man. You are absolutely right. Welcome to the show, Martino, my dog. Martino says, gee, are they going to take us serious now? They absolutely should, and they better. What the Cowboys are doing, they're putting the league on notice, man. And I told everybody that after the first game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that we're just putting everybody on notice. So they should be. Welcome to the show, Big Chuck. And yes, I am he has a legitimate excuse. So Chuck says, what up? Wow, Corey will not be there. And I know, Chuck, you got a lot of things that you want to say to Corey. I know he talked a lot of trash. You have the upper hand on him right now, man. So I know you're gonna miss that back and forth between you and Corey tonight. But save it for Wednesday. He'll be back on Wednesday, man, for sure. I know, it'll simmer down a little bit, but make sure you jot everything down on paper so you know you remember everything you want to say to him. A good win in the ATL for the Washington football team. So before we get into it, man, before we get into football, I want to jump into the WNBA. We didn't get to talk a lot about it over the past week, and I want to give you all some updates on what's going on. Right now, the Chicago Sky are up 2-1 against the Connecticut Sun. The Connecticut Sun actually have the MVP of the league, Jaquel Jones. She's actually the MVP of the league this year, and but that Chicago Sky team is playing well right now. They're playing like a well-oiled machine. They have all of their players are contributing to the in the playoffs right now. Quigley, Copper, Candace Parker, of course, Diamond DeShields. They are all playing very, very good ball. And Vandersloot is doing a masterful job of running that offense, man. So they are up 2-1 going into game 4. And this could be it, man. They could be on their way to the WNBA finals, man, if they pull this out. The Chicago Sky, the underdog. So in Candace Parker's first season in Chicago, she went back home to play for her hometown after leaving Los Angeles, after being there for her whole career. And she, in her first year, man, she's pulling a semi-Tom Brady by going to this city and possibly playing for a championship in her first rodeo. So that's very impressive, man. Congratulations to them. And over in the other, it's not the other conference, but the other semifinal matchup, you have the Phoenix Mercury up 2-1 on Chuck Littlejohn's Las Vegas Aces. And they are really just stifling that Las Vegas Aces offense, man. The defense of the Mercury, they are playing lights out right now. Led by, of course, Brittany Griner, but having Diana Taurasi back has given them that boost that they needed to prevail, man. And they're looking pretty unstoppable. I think they had a 20+ point win today. They pretty much led the whole game by 20+. It seems like, man. In game 2, Diana Taurasi went off for a game high of 37 points, man. She knew they needed that game, and she put the whole team on her back. And they played phenomenally, man. So kudos to them, Diana Taurasi. Excellent job, you all. One more game for them, and you'll see them versus possibly the Chicago Sky in the finals, man. That should be a good matchup. Diana Taurasi versus Candace Parker. Love it. Chuck, you're right, man. I'm not counting them out, but it ain't looking good, bro. Chuck says, no. Don't count the Aces out, man. They're not done. They will win the next 2, he says. It ain't looking good, man. I'm not sure they can pull it out. Like I said, Diana Taurasi is a vet in the league. She's an older statesman and spokesman in the league, but she's playing like she's 22, man. She's playing lights out. There is no answer for Brittany Griner and no answer for her right now. So it's going to be tough, bro. It's going to be tough, man. You know, I actually had the Sun going because they were the hottest team. And I was wrong, man. I was wrong. The Chicago Sky, like I said, have put it together and started to play very, very well. So I wanted to hit y'all with those right there, man. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on into college football before we jump into the NFL and go over our picks that we had. You know, we picked 5 games in college football on Friday night. If y'all didn't know, we did a pop-up show just to talk about the college football games, to talk about the NFL games, and we wanted to do a prediction. So we did 5 games. We did the Arkansas-Georgia game. We did the Cincinnati-Notre Dame game. We did the Baylor-Oklahoma State game, the Michigan-Wisconsin game, and the Oregon-Stanford game. All right, we did those 5 games in college, and I believe we all picked Georgia over Arkansas. I kind of figured they had the better team, but I didn't know that they was that much better. That Georgia team, and I'm not a big college football type guy, but that Georgia team will be fighting for a national championship this year. I'm just gonna throw that out there. They will be fighting for a national championship. And I don't know if it's possible that Georgia and Alabama can play in the national championship. I'm not sure how that works out. I know they can play in the SEC championship, but those are clearly the 2 best teams in college football. They are dismantling teams on both sides of the ball, on offense and defense, and I don't see how you cannot put them to, even if one of them lose, one of them will lose when they play each other. I don't see how you cannot put them both in, man. And I know that's further down the road, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to see. So I'm excited to see that. Also, that Cincinnati Notre Dame game turned out to be a pretty decent game. Cincinnati really surprised me. Appreciate that, Mike Franklin. Appreciate that. They really surprised me. I didn't. I haven't watched very much of the Cincinnati Bearcats football, but what I seen yesterday was impressive. Was very, very, very impressive, man, on both sides of the ball. I know I just raved about how good Georgia was, but this Cincinnati Bearcats team is tough too. But I think I tweeted out yesterday and I posted on Facebook that there's levels to this thing, man. I think you have Alabama and Georgia; they're just on a different level. Then you have the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Arkansas and I was going to say the Oregons, but Oregon took an L last night. Oregon got beat by Stanford last night in a surprise. So there's levels to this thing, man. It's different. There's a difference between being good and being great. Yeah, I don't see. And honestly, I'm actually need you all's help on this one because I can't remember. I don't think I saw this this game, the ending score for this. Does anybody remember the who won the Baylor Oklahoma State game? Oh, that's right. It's a playoff now, isn't it? That's right. That's right. There's a playoff now. So we will get to see a little action and see the best teams play. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate that, man. I needed that help. So let me get back in here with y'all. There we go. Oklahoma State won. Okay. All right. Appreciate that, Mike. I actually picked Baylor to win that one. So after the season, Mike Franklin said, after the season, even with losses, just have to make the top four. And you're all right. There is no way they won't be considered the top four, even if they lose to Bama in the SEC championship. Okay. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. 24-14. Okay, well, it wasn't even close. I mean, 10 points now, I don't consider that being close. Well, anyway, so just to go over the picks, man, Mike Franklin, we had a listener come on with us and do his picks with our picks. And in college football, Mike Franklin went, let's see, Mike Franklin went, Mike went 2-3 in the picks, in the college picks. I myself, I went who did I pick? I got them here somewhere. Oh yeah, I picked Notre Dame, lost. I got Georgia. I might be with Mike. I think I went. Yeah, I went 2. I went 2-3 as well. Man. Oregon lost for me. Oklahoma, Baylor lost, and Notre Dame lost. So, yep. Yeah. So I did terrible, man. Let's see. Corey did. Let's see. Corey got Georgia, Oklahoma State. He got Michigan. So Corey did pretty well, man. Cincinnati. Yeah, Corey went 1, 2, 3. No, he lost Oregon. He got Oklahoma State. He got 4, 5. Yep. He went 4 for 5. Went 4 for 5. Mike Franklin went 1, 2, I'm sorry, Prince. I'm sorry, not Mike Franklin. Prince, y'all. Prince went one. He went. Okay, he went 4 for 5 as well. He went 4 for 5 as well. So, I'm bringing up the rear in that, man, in college football. All right. So that was it for college football, man. Let's move on to the NFL. And we have some winners in the NFL, baby. Chuck, matter of fact, I want to hear your thoughts, Chuck, on your game, man. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in the chat, bro, so you can get on, man. Let's get you on here, Chuck. Marlisa Taylor, welcome to the show. And how about them Cowboys? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They got a little lackadaisical at the end, but we was able to, pull it on out, man. Y'all let me know what you thought about these games, man. So we have some good games. And we'll start off with this. We'll wait for Chuck. We'll see if Chuck can get on, man. If Chuck can get on, we'll wait for Chuck to get on. Let's go to this Houston Buffalo game. The Buffalo Bills, man. They moved to 3-1. And let me tell you this, man. They look good. This is 41-0 today. I think last week they beat another Miami 37 or something zip last week. They're rolling, man, on both sides of the ball. That Buffalo Bills team is looking like the team I thought they was going to be, and that's very impressive, man. Very impressive. Let's go on. Leave them. Go to Detroit and Chicago. Justin Fields got his first win of the season against Bills attack from every position. You're right. They are a well-oiled machine, man. They can hit you from their receivers. They can hit you from the tight end. They can hit you from their backs. They are really, really good team, man. Good team. You're absolutely right, Brandon Buchanan. Welcome to the show, bro. Welcome to the show. But this Chicago-Detroit game, man. My fault, big dog. My fault, bro. My fault. 35-0 in week 2. My fault. But that's 2 shutouts that the Buffalo Bills have had, man. So we gotta give them some respect, bro. Gotta put some respect on that Buffalo Bills team. That's impressive. But back to this Detroit-Chicago game. Like I said, Justin Fields, man, got his first dub of the season in a game that I thought he would actually struggle in because Detroit had been playing decent defense, not great, but decent. And I thought as a rookie, man, you can fluster a rookie quarterback. You can confuse a rookie quarterback. So I expected a defense that's kind of unconventional, like the Detroit Lions have been doing. I expected them to give them a little trouble, man. They gave Cleveland a little trouble last week when they played them. They gave Baker Mayfield a little trouble, and he's been in the league 4 years. So I figured they can give Justin Fields a little trouble, but they didn't, man. Justin Fields showed a lot of poise in this game. He played well. He had the blessing of having Montgomery back there, who had a monster game. A monster game. What's up, Chuck? Look on the chat, bro. The link's up there in the chat. See, you can click in on it, bro. So yeah, it was very impressive, man, the way they played. Couple touchdowns late in the game to try to, bring it closer, but it wasn't enough, man. I actually picked the Detroit Lions to pull off the upset, and they came short. They fell short of that. So good win by Chicago, man. Congratulations. Indy, Miami. Carson Wentz, man. Mike Prince, he called it, man. He said he believes in Prince and in Carson Wentz. And he was down a bunch of players. He was down his Pro Bowl guard in Quentin Nelson. And he was still able to go out there and put up 20-plus points on Miami defense that I know in the beginning of the season, man, we all considered to be a vaulted defense, a very tough defense, and probably was what was going to keep the Miami Dolphins in contention. But this Miami defense is not what we thought it was. It's not, man. If they haven't held up their end of the bargain. And for all you Miami Dolphin fans out there, not only do you not now have a defense, but you don't have an offense to keep you in games anymore. And the struggle is real over there. And Jacoby Brissett, yeah, he's not doing the job for you all, man. Yeah. You said that earlier, Mike Franklin. Van Noy meant more than the G knew. I don't know who the G knew. I guess talking about me. But yeah, they without him, man, y'all look mediocre at best. Mediocre at best, man. So the Dolphins, man, they fall to, I guess, 1-3 now. And it's not looking good. Not looking good, man. The next game on the docket, the GM. Okay, the GM. Next on the docket, you have Cleveland, Minnesota. And this is another game that I picked the upset. Hey, Mike, what's up, cousin? Welcome to the show, bro. Hey, I just gave y'all flowers, bro. Y'all are playing lights out over there in the AFC. And we will go over our picks on Wednesday. We'll try to recap everything. And we said in the first month of the season, and we'll go back and go over all of our picks and see if we can make our changes for the last time. So I'm just going to put it out here, man. I picked the Cowboys against the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl this year. Okay, that was at the beginning of the season. That was my pick. So your Bills are looking really, really good, bro. Looking really, really good. I got to give you credit for that, man. They're looking like the best team in that AFC without a doubt. Without a doubt. So back to this Cleveland, Minnesota game. Cleveland is struggling, man. They're struggling on offense. But their defense is still their defense. Their defense still makes plays. And they held on today for a 14-7 win. Kirk Cousins took the Minnesota Vikings down the field, man, to tie it up, and then threw the interception at the end. And Kirk has been playing well this year. He's been doing well, but that's a tough one, man, to lose at home. So Mike Zimmer, unfortunately, I think he may be on the hot seat. So be on the lookout for that, man. For coaching changes, we might see something in Minnesota, man. I hate it for Mike, but this has been going on too long. All right. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Chuck, did you see it, bro? Brandon. So Brandon Buchanan, my boy says Landry is out. Odell isn't doing anything, but Chubb is still gold. Yeah. Chubb, that running game is gonna be legit. that running game for the Browns is a legit running game, but running doesn't really manufacture points. Let me try to put out it again for you, baby boy. Running doesn't manufacture points. It just wears the defense down. You have to have a passing threat to put points up. And that's why all the Cleveland games are so close, because they're not able to get the ball to their receivers. Odell Beckham was running wide open at times, man. And Baker Mayfield is not getting the ball to him. And you can see Odell starting to get upset. He's starting to get a little, I mean, this is only his second game back. But you know, Odell, he wants the ball. He wants the ball in his hands. And when he doesn't get it, man, he gets a little chirpy. So it's going to be tough for them to win games against teams like Kansas City, teams like Buffalo. So it should be on all. All right, let me see if I can put it. Should be on all the chat. It should be on the main screen on Facebook and everything. Mike, cuz, can you see the link through the chats? Y'all let me know if y'all can see it on Facebook. All right. Because I see my boy Mike said it's on YouTube, but not sure if Chuck can see it on Facebook. Okay, good. You can see it. Good. All right. That's good. Thanks. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. All right. So let's go on to the New York Giants. What's going on, CP? My dog. The New York Giants, man, the New Orleans Saints. And there we go. We all picked the doggone New York Giants to lose this game to the New Orleans Saints at home. There was no reason for us not to. The big few. Let's see who's. All right, I want to add you to the screen, baby boy, to the stream, but you need to open. I think you got to open your mic up or your video. It's not saying anything. The big few. Trying to get our first caller on, man. And then we'll be able to jump on. Let them jump on. Let's hear our viewers' thoughts of what happened today in today's games. I love it. So this New York Giants. Oh, he said it's not coming across. All right, Chuck. Let me see if I can. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Let me see if I can get Chuck this. I sent it to his phone. All right, let's see. Chuck. There we go. All right, Chuck. I just sent it to you, big dog. I just sent it to you, bro. See if that works, man. All right. So the New Orleans Saints, man, they fall to the New York Giants at home. They finally get to play their first game of the season at home after being kicked out of there since the hurricane that they had. They got to go home, and they showed the crowd that they appreciate them by losing to the helpless, hopeless New York Football Giants, man. I was surprised, but it's Jameis Winston, man. I've never been sold on Jameis Winston, and I know how good that New Orleans Saints defense is, but they looked what's the word I'm looking for? They looked pedestrian today, man. There we go. There go my dog. There go my dog. They look pedestrian today, man. They wasn't showing me anything. And they took an L, man. And that's for me, that's a bad L for the New Orleans Saints. That's a bad L for the New Orleans Saints, man, to lose to the New York Giants at home. let's welcome my guy. Everybody knows who this cat is, man. He's been on the show several times. My homie. He's a Washington football team fan, but he's still my dog. I still love him. Welcome to the show, Chuck.
What's going on, G?
Man, I can't call it, bro. Man, big win today, brother. Big win.
Yes, sir. They had been worried there for a minute, but they pulled it through in the end.
Man, I know we've talked about your defense, but you've always had confidence in your quarterback, man. Your quarterback came through today, man. How you feel about him today?
That's what I really wanted to talk to Corey about. He talked about how many quarterbacks we had over the years, but if you ask me, my quarterback outshined his today because we won.
No, you're absolutely right, man. Even though the defense is not looking great for your Washington football team, your offense has picked up the slack. Your offense has picked up the slack, and that's impressive. And that running game has to slow down.
Right. Yeah. Terry McLaurin came through today too, so
yeah,
we just need somebody to give him some more help, and I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. It was two pretty bad defenses, but man, did you think that was a touchdown at the end?
I think it was a touchdown at the end.
Yeah, at the end. Who was it? Who was that dove from the 5-yard line, man? Do you think he caught the pylon?
No.
I couldn't tell, man. That was a long way he dove from, dog.
Right.
McKissick. Yeah, McKissick. That was a long way, man. But I think y'all would have scored anyway. Because he couldn't have been no more than the 1 inch line or the 1 yard line. And I think y'all would have gotten there anyway. That offensive line was moving people off that ball all day today. So
defense will have to get it together. I'm not sure what's going on with them this year. I think a lot of teams know that they can get pressure, so they're throwing the ball a lot faster. But still, they got to get there. I mean, that's what we lived and died by last year, and they got to step up as we get deep and deep into the season.
Yeah. And I saw a one call that kept the Atlanta Falcons drive going. They called a roughing the passer on Young, and he barely tapped Matt Ryan, man. And they called a roughing the passer. Did you see that call?
No, I didn't see that call because I missed part of the game. I had to go to a service today, so I missed part of it.
Okay. It was horrible, man. He barely touched him. They said he hit him in the head. I thought he hit him in the shoulder, but they said he hit him in the head. I didn't see it, man. It was a tough call. My friend said it was in the face. But I hate that call. He threw an interception on that call too. So they got the ball back and ended up scoring a touchdown on that call. But he said he also had a banded up hand and hit him in the face mask. Okay. I must have missed that. But yeah, y'all came out of the dub, man. So 2-2 looks a lot better than 1-3.
I agree.
So congratulations to y'all, man. Who do y'all have next?
And we got the Saints next.
Yeah, that's a winnable game, man. That's a winnable game. The Saints I don't know if they really trust their quarterback.
Good thing.
You're right. Look, he would lose it right now, dog. He'll lose it right now. You're right, Brandon Buchanan, man. Patterson is their best player, and they're actually using him like they should.
Right. They putting him all over the field.
Yeah. He's everywhere, man. He's everywhere. CP. So he said, y'all corner. He's a Washington football team fan as well. He actually went to the game today. So he said that your DBs are all weak, man.
Yeah, see, and I guess they're getting exposed more because the defensive line can't get the pressure on the quarterbacks now. So, a lot last year, the defensive line was getting there, putting the pressure on the quarterback. So the DBs weren't exposed as they are now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a true statement. I agree.
Okay. Yeah, CP, man, they had him playing running back, tight end, wide receiver, kickoff, punt return, Cordell Patterson. He don't lead the field, man.
Yeah, he did it all.
Yeah, they need to find a way to put him on defense. Look, he may be able to help him out there. Shoot. But that was a hell of a game, man. Hell of a game. I bet you that was a fun game to go watch.
Oh, yeah.
Long snap and everything. So let's move on to this Tennessee New York Jets game. I picked a lot of upsets this past weekend, and this was one of them. And I picked it. My reason for picking it was they were playing without AJ Brown. They were playing without
Julio
Jones. They were playing without their safety. They were playing without their starting cornerback. They were missing a lot of players. And honestly, I think the Jets are playing much better than their record is showing. So I actually picked them with the upset, man, and they actually came through, man, in overtime. 27-24.
You probably the only person that picked the Jets.
I actually am.
Because even without all those stars, I don't think I would have never guessed that the Jets would have beat them, even without the star being out.
Yeah. Everybody. They were talking about how good Henry is, and he is. I don't never say Henry is not good, but you have nobody on the outside that can beat man coverage. It's going to be hard to run that ball as much as they want to.
Right.
And they was hitting Henry, man. That CJ Mosley was on his butt, man. I think he still had a good game, but it was a tough game for him. Tough game. So I actually got a dub off of that one. Let's move on to this KC Philly game. You and I both want Philly to lose every game. I'm pretty sure.
I can't see myself pulling for nobody in the conference. No.
At all. They fought strong though. They played tough. They was winning early on, and then Kansas City started to get their groove, and ended up putting up 42 points on this Eagles defense. And this Eagles defense is not a bad defense. They still have some horses down there. So to put up 42 points on them is saying something. It's saying something.
Yeah, they had no answer for Tyreek Hill today.
No, Tyreek, he went berserk.
Yeah,
I didn't get to see the full numbers that he had, but I kept on saying on Twitter, man, look at Tyreek Hill's numbers. If you have him on your fantasy team, look at his numbers. Like he went berserk.
40 plus. I had him on my team.
Oh, you got him on your team?
Yeah.
40 plus points.
40 plus.
Woo! Who you playing this week?
Is it Kanisha? I can't remember who it is.
Oh, you playing Kanisha? Oh, you playing number one?
Man, no, not Kanisha. It's Sabrina.
Okay, Sabrina.
Yeah,
okay.
She taking the L right now.
You taking the L right now? Hey, we all know you need it, man. I saw you at the bottom of close to the bottom of the list there, buddy.
Well, you taking the loss this week too, so
it ain't looking good. I think I had a total of 39 points, dog, when I looked last time. And I had like one person left to play. It ain't looking good for the kid. I'm gonna be 2-2 after today. Yeah. This Arizona LA Rams game.
Yeah.
And we normally have a guy on, man. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head.
Stand him
But
out. He's on vacation. That's why he's not on.
Okay. Huge Rams fan.
Yeah.
And he always jumps on when they win.
Yeah.
They took a shellacking today.
And remember, and then I said at one of the shows I was on, I said I wasn't just absolutely sold on the Rams yet. He came back and said I should have been and how good they were. I tell you, not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And they kind of showed some of their colors today.
Bro, they couldn't stop the run.
No.
They could not stop the run, man.
Arizona in the league.
Yeah. They were the number 2 defense in the league behind somebody else we'll talk about in a few.
In the back, who that is.
But that Arizona team is starting to look for real, man. Starting to look for real. That the defense quietly is playing lights out. Are you starting to be a believer in the Arizona Cardinals, Chuck?
Yeah, I'm starting to be a believer in them. You know, AJ Green's playing a lot better. Connor's playing good. Especially AJ Green, you know, he didn't have a good year in a while he was in Cincinnati, but he's showing up in Arizona. So that's what Nuke Hopkins needs is somebody else to step up on the other side that can free him up some.
Get out. Yeah. My dog over here trying to eat up everything. They're looking good, man. So the everybody had the Rams, a Super Bowl bound.
Right.
We the best team, not only in the NFC, we the best team in the whole NFL. We're unstoppable. At home.
Yeah.
Took a slacking at home. So very, very impressed with that win, man. Seattle, San Francisco. Seattle got back on the winning track, man. I kind of figured Russell Wilson was not going to lose 3 games in a row. It's never happened before in his career. I didn't think it was going to happen tonight, and it didn't. He went and put that team on his shoulders, man, and came out with a dub. My question for you is Jimmy Garoppolo's time done in San Francisco?
I don't know if he done. I guess it just depends on how the rookie does. Garoppolo came out with a leg injury or something. It depends. It probably just depends on how the rookie does while he started. You know, he had this week coming, I guess, to prepare better starters. So it just depends on how he does. If he
came in there, he had 2 touchdown drives. I don't know if you want to consider that garbage time or not, but he had 2 touchdown drives, and he seems to have a nice rapport with Deebo Samuel.
Yeah.
So
you know where he's from? He's from this area. You know that, don't you? Just put that out there.
He's from Clemson, right?
No, he went to South Carolina, but he's from a little town called Inman in South Carolina.
Inman, yeah, okay. That's about Spartanburg. Yeah, that's about Spartanburg. Okay. Yeah. Well, he's so yeah, I don't know, man. They might just hand the keys on over to Trey Lance, man, because shit, Garoppolo ain't really giving them nothing, you know.
Right. I'm not who they play next, but if he can win, if he shows he can win, then Garoppolo may be where he's gonna be.
Yeah, he might be on that chopping block, baby. He might be on that chopping block. All right, let's go on to Baltimore, Denver. Denver started off 3-0, but on our show, man, I think we all said, they really ain't really played nobody, you know. Right. They played the Jets early, you know. They played I think they played a Houston team, and they played who else they played? Detroit or something like that. Yeah. Right. They took a beating today, man, by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, Bridgewater knocked out, didn't he?
He did. He got hurt again, man. I think he got a helmet to the head. I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, helmet to the head. So he may be out for a couple games, maybe a concussion. I hope not, because he was playing well, and I don't want to see him go out like that. He was playing well, but it's going to be tough on them.
Right.
They started off the season like my Cowboys started off the season a couple years ago when they started off playing Miami when Miami was trash. They played another like two other trash teams. We were 3-0, riding high, and then we started playing the meat of the competition, and we ended up at 3-3 after the next the next 3 games. So I think that's what the Denver Broncos are looking at right now, man. Even though I think they may beat the Steelers, so they may be 4-2 at the end of it all. So
yeah, the Raiders are strong in that division right now.
Yeah. The Raiders are Raiders and Chargers, man. That's Monday night.
Yep.
That's gonna be a barn burner there.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a barn burner. Who do you have in that game?
I think I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Okay. I actually got the Chargers in that game, man. So that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. In SoFi. All right. Pittsburgh, Green Bay.
Yeah. Pittsburgh may want to go ahead and I know I got a brother that likes Pittsburgh, but they may want to go ahead and start investing in a quarterback. I mean, all of it's not Ben's fault because he took another beating today. Because the offensive line is just not stepping up. I mean, they're not blocking. So even if you put another quarterback back there, maybe it'd be a little bit more agile. But they still could be running for their life until they can do something about the offensive line.
Yeah, I wish Rodney was on here because Rodney was sure texting me a lot this morning. Sure texting me a lot. He and James, both of your brothers was hitting me up, man, earlier. So wish they was on here.
They're actually traveling back right now.
Oh, are they? Okay. Yeah, Ben didn't look good, but we don't really expect Ben to look good no more. I think you was probably with me when saying he needs to go ahead and retire last year.
Right.
He had the noodle over arm last year, and he still got a noodle over arm this year. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good for them. They are they the worst team in that division right now? No, not right now. Just period. Are they the worst team in that division?
I would say yes. Now you got Cincinnati, Cleveland. Cleveland is struggling, but the struggling Cleveland team is better than Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah.
And then you got Ravens. So I would say they're the seller in their conference right now.
Yeah, they are. They are one of the teams that I picked to not make the playoffs again this year. So they are struggling, man. They are struggling. And I agree with you. It's time to start looking for a quarterback.
Right.
Time to start looking for a quarterback, man. So if I was them, I would probably trade for Drew Lock.
Cam Newton's still out there.
As you say that, Prince just texted me and said he ain't gonna be able to make it home. So yeah, so it's not looking good for Pittsburgh, man. And I can't say that I'm not happy about that. Because I am. All right. And the game of the week, man.
I thought, whoa, Gabe, before you start, how can that be the game of the week? I thought the game of the week about to come on right now.
No.
Yeah, come on now.
Tampa Bay and New England?
That's because it's going back to New England.
That's just the drama of the week.
Okay.
But that's not going to be a good game. We all know that's not going to be a good game.
Okay.
Right. The game of the week is what Bucky Brooks said was two heavyweights going to battle. Isaiah Stanback said it's going to be like LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. This is what they were saying in social media. This is what these analysts was telling me. This high-powered offense going against this number one defense, the Carolina Panthers, number one in pass, number one in sacks, number one against the run. going against this Cowboys offense. And my boys ran for 270 plus yards on that number one rush defense.
Okay. My grandmother used to tell me a long time ago before she passed that every dog has his day. So y'all had y'all day today.
This was our day.
But you would not rush for 270 yards every week.
We won't know. Not every week. That's a lot. That's a lot of yards.
Right.
That's a lot of yards. But all I heard was Zeke is washed up. Tony Pollard's the best back out there. Where is Zeke? Zeke's a fullback. Zeke don't want to run no more. He got all this money. He don't want to. Did y'all see Zeke out there today? 146 yards later.
Okay. He had an all right game.
I can't hear. I didn't hear what you said. What you say?
I said he had an all right game.
All right game. All right.
Galen, I like the Washington football team. I could not give the Dallas Cowboys any props. I just can't bring myself to.
I'm just saying, though. I heard a lot of chatter about my guy Zeke, and I got laughed at when I said Zeke was gonna be, top two and not number two, because Zeke is done. Y'all saw Zeke last year. Zeke ain't about to run nowhere. But all right, that's enough about Zeke. Zeke had a great game. I know you said it was okay. It was a great game. All right. And then they was number one against the pass, right? 4 touchdowns later, Dak Prescott. He was a not a magician. He was a surgeon out there. He was just picking them apart. What do you want? Pick your poison. With this Cowboys team, it's pick your poison. I don't know what else you can do to stop us. You can put 8 in the box, and we're gonna kill you on the outside. You put man up, we're gonna kill you on the inside. Because you got nobody that can guard Dalton Schultz or Blake Jarwin. It's getting pretty bad out there, man. And we're just putting everybody on notice.
Okay.
All right.
So are you saying, based on the fact that you're saying your offense is pretty much unstoppable, is what you're basically saying?
I'm saying with the offense that we have, you have to pick your poison. And you have to know that you're not going to stop us. You can only hope to contain us. So your decision making that coaches are making now you're making them because you're trying to keep up with the Cowboys, because eventually they're going to score. So you're kind of playing. Making decisions that you wouldn't normally make. So they tried to kick a 56-yard field goal when they was up 14-13. Instead of trying to pin us back, they was like, we got to get points right here. We could go up 4 points and kind of put the pressure on the Cowboys. That's what our offense does to people's offense. Do you agree with that?
I can halfway agree with that.
Okay.
So I guess based on this game today, that you 100% still believe in your prediction about Dallas going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, absolutely. And I haven't even started talking about our Achilles heel last year, which was our 31st ranked defense. Our defense that everybody scoffed at, everybody laughed at when we picked up Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn has our boys out there playing lights out. They're playing fast. They're playing physical. They're making turnovers. They're all over the place, man. And the pick, Micah Parsons, he might have been a steal, man. He might have been a steal at 12.
And you know why I'm laughing, right?
I know why you're laughing. I know why you're laughing.
Because Michael Parsons was your third choice.
He was. He
just happened to be there because you couldn't get the DBs that you wanted, that you were so hurt and upset about.
He fell in our lap. He did. He fell in our lap. By the grace of God, they looked after us and left him there for us. Everybody knows I wanted Surtain. Everybody knows that if I didn't get Surtain, I wanted my boy who's hurt now in Carolina,
J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn. Everybody knows that's who I was clamoring for because I wasn't sold on Anthony Brown. I know people pick on Anthony Brown, but I knew on that other side of the field, you better stop playing with my boy Trayvon Diggs, who is now leading the league in interceptions. So with 2 more today. He got 2 more today. He got 5. He got 5 in 4 games.
So the way you're talking, it sounds like the Dallas Cowboys are invincible, where they may not even lose another game.
They're not invincible because, any given Sunday.
Exactly.
But the way that they're playing, they are going to be in every game every Sunday. They're going to have an opportunity to win every game. There's not a game out there that they cannot win. So when we looked at the schedule earlier, it was like, I don't know about that one. That one might be tough. That's no more. That all these games on that list now are winnable games.
And who y'all play next?
We got the New York Football Giants.
Okay.
So needless to say, I got wings coming my way, right? Because my boy ATL's finest, we have that bet,
right?
The best record in 8 games, and they're not even gonna be close. He about to pay my wings right now. Matter of fact, I only have to wait. But man, my defense is playing outstanding. They're playing outstanding, dog. The game, the score doesn't indicate what the game really was. 36-28. They scored 2 touchdowns in the last couple minutes of the game while we were playing prevent. And I don't agree with us playing prevent defense, first of all. We had like 6-7 minutes left in the game. We took Trayvon Diggs out. We took Randy Gregory out for a minute. We started taking players out of the game. Like, we got 7 minutes left. We was only up by 22. So they scored a couple touchdowns at the end of the game to make it look like they was in the fight. They really weren't. So
do you think McCaffrey would have made that much of a difference?
McCaffrey will make a difference. Instead of being down by 22, they probably been down by 14. They was going to lose by double digits regardless.
Wow.
They was going to lose by double digits. I think we ended up like 7 sacks. 7 sacks, man. That's a lot of pressure. That's not including, pressures. That's
right.
Sacks. That's getting to the quarterback. 2 interceptions for a team that doesn't turn the ball over. That's their calling card. That's rule. Mike Rule's. That's his calling card. We don't make mistakes. They had 2 turnovers. The same thing they said about Philly. Philly don't make mistakes. They don't turn the ball over. They had 2 turnovers. We are a turnover machine, and we're just putting the league on notice, man.
I can't wait for the next 3-4 weeks.
In the beginning, I was a little upset because, like Brandon Buchanan said, man, Donald was running all over us. Like we held Jalen Hurts with no problem. But we could not contain Darnold for nothing.
Right.
He looked like doggone Michael Vick out there, man. But we finally got it together, though. We finally got it together, man, and put our clamps in on him, man. So, Brandon, can I ask you the same question? Do I think McCaffrey would have made a difference? I mean, he would have made a difference, but I don't think he would have made a 14 or 22-point difference. You know, I think he would have made he would give him 7.
I don't know, but he just puts a different aspect on the game, though.
He does. But I think when he's in the game, others are not involved. Like DJ Moore, they need DJ Moore to be involved as much as he was today. But when McCaffrey's in there, that takes away from him, and then it takes away from their long ball hitter, guy who didn't do anything today anyway. But
on the flip side of it, McCaffrey could be in there, could open it up for DJ Moore by having a stronger run game.
But they feed him so much. I think they said out of 10 plays, he touches it 8 times. That's a lot.
But I guess it's all about getting the ball into your best player's hands, just like Atlanta does with Peterson.
Yeah. But
I don't know. We can speculate all day long, but
yeah. It's gonna. I mean, I knew I was gonna hear that, you know, from a lot of fans. Well, they didn't have McCaffrey. Yeah, we didn't have DeMarcus Lawrence. We didn't have Donovan Wilson. We didn't have La'el Collins. We were missing players too. So I don't want to hear that y'all were missing. You know, they were missing them. Who cares, right? You know. So, but we're on a nice little roll, man, and I'm telling you, teams are scared, and they should be. You should be. All right.
Nobody knows that's you saying. That's you saying teams are scared. It's the NFL. Teams not scared.
They ain't saying that.
No, they're not saying that. That's you saying that.
Hey, listen here. The Philadelphia coach came out and said after the game, man, that Dak Prescott is good, man. Seeing him on the field is a lot different than seeing him on tape.
But that could be said by a lot of players, not just Dak.
Not just Dak.
You just biased.
Come on, Chuck. I gave everybody else their flowers today.
I'm saying that could be said by a lot of players.
Who else?
That could be said by Tyreek Hill.
I mean, Tyreek Hill special. Tyreek special. He is special. Yeah. No, there's several special players out there.
That's my point. I'm not trying to take anything from Dak, but I'm just saying that statement could be made by a lot of players in the NFL.
Yeah, and it is. I think I said that he's a special player, Tyreek Hill.
Right.
But Dak is too.
I understand that, but like I say, you know, you have a tendency to be a little biased. Maybe not a lot, but just a little bit. A little bit stretched a long way.
Okay. So who you got in this game tonight, man? The game about to come on. You have Tampa Bay. This your game of the week.
Right.
Your game of the week. New England versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who do you have in this game?
I got Tampa Bay. I think Brady wants to go back there and show that it wasn't the coach, it was him.
Okay. So Prince actually picked New England to win this game because he said emotions. Are you falling for the emotional lapse that Tom Brady, the GOAT, six-time champion, is going to have?
I think it's going to be emotions in a different direction. Not emotions that he's going back to New England. Emotions that he wants to show New England that he is still the man and he still has it.
Right.
And he wants to show them what they're missing out on by letting them go.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, brother. I agree with you, man. Awesome, bro. I appreciate it, man. Chuck, man, thanks for coming on with me, dog. I was holding it down by myself, man, and my dog stepped in, bro.
No problem. Anytime, you know that.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, man. Brandon Buchanan, Mike Franklin, Stanley Carter. What's up, big homie? And Marlisa Taylor. Thank you. Chris Persons, my brother. Appreciate you joining in, homie. Of course, my dog Chuck. Michael Wolf. Hey, your Bills, man. We'll see y'all February, baby. I know Chuck know what that means.
Okay.
Martino Adams, my dog, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with KPG, man. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. We're gonna go over all of our picks that we we went over each division, who will win the division. We'll go over that. We'll pick our teams again and see. Now you should start knowing who you are as a team. Everybody should start knowing what they really have as a team. And we'll go through that, man. I still think the NFC East is a two-horse race, man, between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Right. So I appreciate it, man. And we love y'all, man. We taking y'all out on this right here.
Starting off fresh with KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. We started off first talking with G. We started off first talking with G. Then we went and added Corey. Added Prince, that's the KPG. We started off fresh with KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. And we just talking with KPG.
Marlisa, have a great week. Chuck, I love you, baby.
All right, appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too, man.
All right.
Go Cowboys, baby.